U.S. naval forces are quietly shifting their posture just as Iran, Russia, and China signal growing naval unity in some of the world's most tense and contested waters. According to regional reporting, the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier has moved southward, positioning itself farther from Iran's immediate coastlines than before. The carrier strike group is now said to be operating near the Gulf of Aden, to the east of Yemen's Socotra Island, astride key global shipping routes. Military sources say this repositioning places the carrier roughly 1,400 kilometers away from Iran's port of Chabahar, adding distance but keeping Iran well within reach. Intelligence sources report that the group is accompanied by guided missile destroyers and at least one support submarine, providing layered defense and strike capability. Overall, the new posture increases the distance from Iran compared with the carrier's earlier deployments in the northern Arabian Sea, signaling a more flexible standoff stance. This repositioning comes just as senior Iranian officials warn the United States against any further military escalation in the region. On February 1st, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei cautioned that any U.S. military action against Iran could rapidly trigger a much broader regional conflict.
You see, sometimes they talk about war, and I do not know what they intend to do with their planes, but this is nothing new. In the past, the Americans have repeatedly threatened, in their own words, that all options on the table, that is, every option, including the option of war. Now, this gentleman repeatedly claims that they have brought in aircraft. What have we actually done in response? I believe the people of Iran should not be frightened by such things. The people of Iran are not influenced by these statements, and they are not truly afraid. We are not the initiators. We do not want to press anyone. We do not want to attack any country. But when faced with someone who is greedy, who wants to attack, who wants to inflict harm, the people of Iran will stand as a strong, powerful opponent. Of course, the Americans should know that if they wage war this time, it will be a regional war.
Iran's armed forces chief has announced that the country is adopting a more offensive-minded military doctrine, moving beyond purely defensive rhetoric. That doctrinal shift signals Tehran's readiness to consider preemptive and rapid retaliatory operations if it judges a serious threat is emerging. These U.S. moves follow Iran's announcement that it will hold joint naval drills with both China and Russia, underscoring a tightening trilateral alignment at sea. The so-called Maritime Security Belt exercises are scheduled for mid-February in the Indian Ocean, not far from strategic choke points. Both Iran's regular Navy and Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps naval units are expected to participate, training side by side with Chinese warships. Russia's Navy will also join the drills, marking a rare instance of trilateral military coordination among Moscow, Beijing, and Tehran in blue water operations. Against this backdrop, one defense outlet has reported claims that Iran now holds a stockpile of up to 80,000 Shahed series drones, though such figures are difficult to verify. If even partially accurate, that kind of inventory would shift Iranian drone strikes into the realm of industrial-scale attrition warfare rather than occasional harassment. Experts say the truly alarming number is the implied production tempo, with some estimates suggesting Iran could produce up to 400 Shahed drones per day at peak capacity. As tensions peak, Israel's IDF Chief of Staff, Eyal Zamir, has reportedly held quiet strategic talks in the United States focused specifically on the Iran challenge. In those meetings, Zamir is understood to have presented fresh intelligence indicating how far Iran has progressed in rebuilding and hardening its military capabilities since last year's strikes.